after the new year, I was invited by our local arts organization, the Morgan Arts Council, to provide a taiko presentation. As it happened, I thought I could do it solo, but it'd be better if it was kumi daiko, ensemble drumming. I always understood that living over 2 hours from the nearest taiko dojo, that if I wanted more people to play with, I would have to train them myself. About a month later, an opportunity presented itself to put the hook out for more players. I've been studying taiko on and off for about 30 years, back in the 80s and then 25 years off. And then I picked it up again recently with the acquisition of a couple of taiko drums. This is a Niki-san, means big brother. It is a Okinawan Nagano Daiko, a medium-sized Nagano means it's barrel-shaped. I'm probably the only taiko player in Morgan County that I know about. I'm very likely the only taiko player in the Panhandle. I'd like to change that.
Now there's two. I'm a taiko player.
Right, I've got my second one going. I did have one more, and that is to briefly touch on why I'm pouring up a particular piece. One of my first taiko students here in town was B.D. Tucker, who unfortunately didn't make it through the pandemic. He passed away in the summer of 21. Invited to perform taiko in a pretty serious way at MAC, right across the way there, for Sakura Matsuri. I believe that is Saturday, the 29th of April. I have the hook out.
That's like a whole workout in itself. So
oh yes, it is. It's the best workout you'll ever love. And what I mean by got the hook out, taiko is not that much a solo performance art. The essence of taiko, particularly in North America, is kumi daiko, or waidaiko, which is mass drumming. I've got about 4 instruments. I can't play them all at once. So, 2 or 3, maybe 4 brave and interested volunteers who will be willing to study. You're willing to study and practice a bit. I'm interested. Please see me before you go home tonight. Okay, because I'll be staying. So, it was February. I had until about the end of April to get my little clump of volunteers essentially to presentable from square zero, at which point I realized I was no longer a beginner player. I was some kind of intermediate, and I realized there was a lot of material that I had to cover in a relatively short time. 3 months later, we were at our first parade, first float, first road trip in Buchanan, West Virginia at the World Association of Marching Show Bands annual championships, which travel all around the world. What we're doing is quite audacious. In Morgan County, we have no Zen temple, we have no Buddhist church, we have no Japan society, we don't have much of an Asian American community to support us, we have no college or university, and no major institutional sponsors. Just a bunch of hillbillies with sticks with our hats out. So I am trying to encourage this fragile, delicate cherry blossom of a group to somehow take root and grow and become something. As any group leader knows, making that happen is challenging, but we're going to take a tilt at it. Domo arigato gozaimasu for watching.